Alright, welcome to the Isaiah Hess blog. First one of these I'm going to be doing. Sorry if the audio quality isn't as good as I usually put out. I can't hook up my microphone to my phone. But first one I'm going to put out. I've been working on a lot of art lately, so we're going to be talking about that. Just doing some status updates on different art projects I'm working on. I mean, nobody is going to be tuning in for the status update on the first blog anyway, but you got to start somewhere. So we're going to be doing some skincare routine. We're going to be walking through that while we talk about some stuff that's going on in my life. So my friends decided that we're going to be doing a D&D podcast. This is really exciting because it gives me a lot of opportunities to do a lot of editing and really just share. It's really a great opportunity because the Forgotten Realms is a great lens for just philosophy and worldview in general. You have a fantasy world that's so deep and so complex and has so many different types of ideas inside of it. You can use it to express a lot. And so that's what we've been doing. I got a conference mic for it. So the first episode's going to be a little thin sounding. I had to use my directional mic, but we got an omnidirectional mic coming in the mail, so it should be great audio for the next one. And the workflow should be a little bit faster because I got my sound effects and stuff all edited. Everything should be a lot more squared away. Really, the slowest part of the process is downloading sound effects from YouTube. So you got to go to the website. Then you got to copy the link, transfer it over, wait for it to process, and you got to download it. You got to select the right folder because it always defaults to the wrong folder for some reason. Then you got to drag it to Audacity. Audacity defaults it at 0, so you have to go all the way back to 0, copy and paste it, put it in the correct track because it always puts it in a new track, and then align it to where you need it to be. It's just a lot more cumbersome than it really should be to get a piece of audio inside of another piece of audio. And I don't know. I mean, it's been a learning experience. I realized not to use a condenser. I don't really know what condensers are for, but every time I turn on a condenser, everything sounds like it's coming out of a tin can. So I'm not really sure. I mean, it makes the audio sound condensed is how I'd explain it, right? But obviously, you use it for a desirable effect, whereas I can't imagine a condensed audio being desirable. So I'm clearly misunderstanding what the purpose is for, but also all the tutorials tell me to just put it down at the end of everything else. That makes it sound worse. So I just keep everything not normalized, not anything. It's normalized at the beginning of the audio editing process before the filter curves and stuff are put on. So it shouldn't really need any sort of audio attunement. But yeah. So I've been doing some animations for it. You'll see that up probably with the episode. I'm going to be uploading some shorts of it too, just some of the highlights of it. I'm drawing some animations of it. Really, you just got to work on the main freeze card. I was thinking about having my players as their characters sitting at my table, like me with my awesome glasses, and a great manic expression across my face because it is the most manic D&D show on the internet. That's going to be the tagline of it. The Conquerors of Chaos, the most manic D&D show on the internet. So we've been working on that. Basically, the audio should be done. So I just got to align some visuals with it and draw some more visuals. I wish I could work on tomorrow before work. If I don't go to the gym, I really need to get back to the gym. It's really sad to say I'm a personal trainer that doesn't train. I don't know. I mean, you can see definition there. It's fine. So what we actually did in the campaign was we went to Sigil. Sigil. It actually should be Sigil. I'm going to get a lot of shit in the comment section for calling it Sigil in the episode. But, it's a great location for exploring philosophies because the whole point of the location is to take modern day philosophies and apply them to the Forgotten Realms. So you have the Godsmen, which advocate for apotheosis. You got the Bleak Cabal, which is a reference to nihilism and that kind of thing. Obviously take it to a fantastical extreme. I'm finding a lot of success lately analyzing my life as if I were playing Metaphor. I think that the divine virtues that Metaphor implements, and they're just arbitrarily chosen, sure, a design team came up with them, but it really any system of man is arbitrarily chosen. And that's the great truth of everything, right? Is that the only system is that there's love. There's not love. So anything else is arbitrary and overcomplicating things. So you can just choose whatever is the most fun for you. And what's the most fun for me is pretending that I'm becoming the king. I'm the King Isaiah Hess. I'm the ogre. I'm the demon of mania. Oh, fuck. I just put on beard balm on my face. That's a great moment. You should probably pay attention to what I'm doing. We're having so much fun talking about what we're doing these days. Yeah, so I got a lot of tasks. I've been working on my bass and playing on my flute. I'm getting some new ideas for music. I've been writing a rap recently. So that should be coming out. Under the Reverend. I think that's a great name. It's gonna be like horrorcore, you know, so think Little Darky, right? The GOAT of all time. I've had for a while a music track out that I, just never really uploaded and published. Now it's out. It's on one of my other channels, the Bass Wizard and the Ghost Queen. Because really, life is about variety. Is the whole point of this blog episode, is that life is great with variety. It's very hard to focus on one topic. I'm realizing because of that. And so, I have a ton of channels because I have a ton of different art projects I like to work on. And like for organizational reasons, they should be kept separate. But it also gives you a chance to recreate your artistic persona every single time. Where you can just like put on the new mantle. I've been thinking about opening up the episodes with, just reminding the audience that every single time we get together, it's we should do it in remembrance of him, right? So, just want to remind everyone that, life is about loving life and loving each other, right? That's really what it's all about. Anything more is, parasitism. So, in fact, I think I actively avoided my beard with the beard balm is the crazy thing. I mean, the blog was great. If I do it every day, then I can, really collate the thoughts that I had from the day. Because, I'm just trying to think back to, philosophical insights that I've had in art projects that I worked on before, and I want to talk about them now. But I really shouldn't. I should just talk about what I'm talking about, doing now, which is that D&D stuff. I've got, hold on. My D&D kit group is so kitted out, I have a fucking battle map of the Forgotten Realms. I'm drawing it still right now, so it's not completed, right? But this is, coast to coast accurate of Faerun. We got little markers here to show different plot events in the episode. So there's planar leakages going on in here. Mechanus is taking over right here on the plane of fire. It's completely swallowed the Sword Coast. So hopefully our adventurers will be able to solve that. You got to tune into the episode to figure out how they're going to do that. But I think you're going to really like it. There's just so many of my influences in life that can all be put into D&D so flawlessly that it just becomes this immaculate collage of the things I like in my life. Which is really what all an artist is, right? They're just echo of the things I like, right? Fox Stevenson was the greatest songwriter ever to live. I'm going to be playing D&D with my parents, so that's going to be an interesting thing, right? Because one of them is 50, and still remembers D&D as a nerd hobby. And one's my mom trying to appease my little brother who wants to play D&D and couldn't play it. So I decided to make a session for them. It's going to be fun. I really like DMing. So what all do we do in the session? We went to Sigil. Alex decided to fuck with one of the Davises, so that was an exciting moment. That's animated. So let's do one of the big spindly things that's walking around. Turns its head to you. It takes one of its metal legs and just stabs it with your hand. You take 7 points of damage. It's really called animatics. I drew 15 frames. So I got mad respect for hand-drawn animators. That's why it's such a shame that no animation's hand-drawn anymore. One of these vlogs I have to talk about my thoughts in the anime industry. That's going to be a real fun one. Trixie the Golden Witch, if you're out there, you're the last vestige of good taste, unfortunately, right? Shame you had to be a lolicon. So into Sigil. They immediately went to the Godsman, which is great because the whole point of the session is to kill the gods, right? The whole point of the campaign is we're going on a god-killing spree, right? It's going to be great. It's going to be like every JRPG ever, but just more. It just keeps going, right? You fight the final boss, and then you realize that there's infinite final bosses, right? There's food buffs and stuff in my D&D session, so it really is just an RPG. This is going to try a care routine. Basically, all I'm doing here is I'm putting in some beard balm to help maintain my beard. We got this chin strap Van Dyke thing going on right here I really like. We're going to be fixing the mustache here in a little bit. Then I threw on some adipropylene gel for my acne spots, and all I'm going to do is throw on a little bit of toner. I've done a little bit of research into skincare, and honestly, you can add 8 different products to it, right? But really, I think a toner is probably one of the better things. Especially because I do clay masks and stuff for impurities and whatnot. So I'm regularly cleaning out my skin. We'll have to do one of those one of these times. We'll be able to try the cucumber slices thing. That'll be fun. Be like Ferris Bueller's Day Out. Oh, and the best part of the D&D session is that we played fucking Clash Royale inside of Dungeons & Dragons. I mean, how fucking insane is that, right? We played, I played 2.6 against my players. I fucking spammed Hog Riders on them. And it's going to be in the second episode, too. It's the very first thing. So, if you don't want to go through all of the, let's say, role-playing that goes on in the first hour and a half of that first episode, then You tune into episode 2, and we'll just get straight into the Barbarian Bowl. I got some great powers lined up for my players. Like, they could be watching this, so I'm not gonna say anything, but. And it's a spoiler for the series, but, they're going to come up with some crazy, plot manipulation powers, basically. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Jinx gives me a lot of information, I guess. Which is broken in the right hands. And it has a lot of implications about the intelligence of the characters, right? So the divine virtues, right? We got wisdom, we got eloquence, we got tolerance, we got imagination, and we got courage, right? I've been leveling up my imagination quite a ton recently. I've been working on a D&D podcast like a slave. I've really been neglecting my courage lately, right? Courage would be the stat that I improve if I went to the gym, right? I guess it's a main complaint I gotta really resolve is I gotta go to the gym tomorrow, right? Here's what I can share. Right, I'm putting my face on this, and I'm probably just going to upload this to a channel called Isaiah Hess, right? Because I'm going to be uploading some personal training stuff there as well. So keep an eye out for that. I've got a great video coming up. I got 3 ideas for it. I'm going to be explaining every single ingredient inside AG1, what they do for you, exactly the benefits, so stick tuned for that. Remember that video of that guy who dunked his face in the ice and floated in the air for 4 minutes and woke up at 4:20 in the morning to do his middle management job? Remember that? Yeah, I really feel like that guy right now. I'm filming myself doing a skincare routine. I'm gonna be making some AG1 here in a second. So I'm just gonna be healthy as fuck. It's not just AG1. It's the patented Isaiah Hess health drink formula. Yeah, I just brushed my teeth. Get over it. Tastes like mint. Mint is a good flavor. Check it out. It's neon. Ooh, it looks blue on the camera. It's a neon green in real life. It's like an aquamarine. But this is apparently original gangster pomade. It says it right on there. Original gangster pomade. So I guess this is original formula. I don't know what the fuck they discovered in 1965. That is neon purple. That lets your hair stick up. Apparently it's safe. Because it's the oldest one, right? Not naturalistic fallacy. If it's old, it's good. That's why I use lead cookware. Shout out to Elvin for suggesting that I do this vlog here. This is really for him. I'm basically talking at him today. Hopefully other people tune in. It'd be cool if any of my other friends cared about my life enough to tune into my vlog. But I wish I would start doing vlogs. I would watch every single one of your vlogs if you vlogged back at me. So. I'm also going to be putting out a video essay about metaphor. I brought it up enough here that, I'd probably have to put out an essay analyzing it. It's the first piece of art that's really passionately moved me in my life in a while. So I'm going to have to talk about it. First channel upload in 5 years, I think. Should be good. Hopefully I'll be one of those channels that doesn't upload for 5 years and then uploads one video and it skyrockets because it's actually a good video and the person learns how to be a YouTuber in between the 5 years. We'll see. Alright, I think this is about as good as this side of the mustache is ever going to get. It just never really is as nice as this one. This one's fucking perfect, right? I have left-handed, so it's, poetic that my right side disobeys me, right? Alright, it's time for the patented Isaiah Hess health drink, right? This is going to make you the most healthy ox you've ever been. Starts with your good old AG1, right? Basically, this is where everyone else is going to stop. You're just going to throw the AG1 because the whole point of it is that you buy one thing and you throw it in. And this is only for if you're an insane person like me that just likes to stack buffs. It feels like an RPG, so I'm gaining plus AG1, right? Chugging down, plus Metamucil, right? Chugging down. Plus fish oil pills, right? Plus my D3 plus K2. Plus some creatine for my muscle growth. Plus milk for that leucine, right? Milk is great for muscle growth because it's full of leucine. Leucine is shown to stimulate muscle growth better than any other protein. So you should be drinking lots of milk if you're trying to gain muscle. Talked all that shit and I don't even have any milk. By the way, I'm just going to be honest. Everybody says AG1 tastes great. It doesn't. It tastes like chalk and the worst parts of vegetables, but life is about experiences. I am an Epicurean. So, the experience of AG1 is just as valuable to me to experience in and of itself than it is any other more pleasurable drink, right? And I'm throwing a shit ton of powders in this, so I gotta use this fucking movie theater soda cup. Arizona green tea does make the AG1 taste a lot better. I'm gonna use a whisk today to see if it works any better than my matcha stick. Matcha stick works great if it's just some water and the AG1, but there's too much powder for the matcha stick. And by a matcha stick, I mean a milk frother. I know what this is called. My girlfriend calls it a matcha stick because she uses it for matcha instead of one of those little bamboo whisks, right? You know, I really want to get one of those. Be cute. Match my little glass tea set. Oh, and that's a passion I just rekindled, is that I need to get myself a Chinese little tea set that has the little tea pets. And it's made out of glassware, so you can see the color and the excellency of the drink. You always pour off the first steep because the first steep opens up the flower. One of the lessons I had to learn in my life is I gotta stop chugging things, right? You just gotta drink things slow.
Here's a tip, lady. Life tastes better when you're chugging.
I sort of have like a weak stomach because I smoke all the time. I used to be able to chug water like a motherfucker, but now that's about all I can manage before I'm gonna start feeling sick. So I'm liking my new serving job. I'm working at an Applebee's. We got a great menu and I got a great work staff, so it's really excellent. Right now, it's a little because I need to make money off of it. I need to make my full income off of it. You know, the issue is that I am still sort of half training. I'm independent now, but they still don't want to overwhelm me. So I only get 2 or 3 tables at a time. Which, if you have never served before, is not enough for you to make an hourly tip rate that is acceptable. This is the life of serving. What's up? I'm filming a blog.
Oh yeah? Hi. There you go, Dr. Eggman.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I prefer Dr. Wiley.
Huh?
Dr. Wiley.
Where are you going?
Smoke and good lighting.
Your friends are downstairs.
They are?
Manny, I think?
Oh, Manny's still down there? Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, it's somebody.
I'm filming a blog over here, so.
How you doing, man? What are you blogging about?
Just my life. I do a daily vlog for my friends.
Very good.
It's better than social media, I think.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So you just get to talk about monologue, whatever you've been thinking about. So it's a really great way for you, just a diary.
Yeah. You put it on YouTube?
Yep. Just under my name. But
That's cool.
talk about my art and stuff, so it's promotional for my other work. But
You stay occupied, right?
exactly right. You got to do something.
Yeah.
Got to do something in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, thanks, man. You too.
Yeah, I'm using a candle lighter to light my cigarette. Who cares? I have a Zippo too. I just didn't feel like pouring the lighter fluid into it to make sure it works. It's a nasty bug. Yee. Maybe I should, maybe I'll get better lighting out here anyway. There we go. If anybody asked, it was for the lighting. It wasn't for the, it wasn't because of the bug. I don't know. What's the vlog about? Talked about the D&D podcast. We talked about a little bit about my philosophical insights about how I'm running my life. So many cars for being 11 p.m. I guess that's really it for today. Everybody just read the gospel. Love your brother, right? That's all you need to do. Is the great truth is just love your brother. I love each and every one of you. Agape love. Don't be weird about it. If you don't know what agape love is, read some Greek sometime. As always, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.